Hello, everybody. Today, I'm back from something you want to call. Today, I'm going to go react into a movie horror film in 2024 called Imagining Friend. Imagining in 2024. See, when I was in theater, it got me jump scare. A sound of I really like this movie because when people do not like it, or make people like it, it made me feel like this animated film was so following like the square and follow my TikTok account. And here we do it in 3, 2, 1, now. Welcome back to Recap. The film begins with a woman named Jessica being stalked by a creature posing as her father, Ben. Since it was only a nightmare, the creature transforms into an incredibly ugly spider before Jessica wakes up in her bed. Jessica is an award-winning author of the children's book series Molly Millipede. She is married to Max and stepmother to his daughters Taylor and Alice. While Alice has received Jessica well, Taylor is still conveying her attitude. The family moves into Jessica's childhood home, which she was forced to leave after an incident with Ben as a child in which he appeared to freak out and attack her, resulting in her having scars on her arms. Alice claims to be talking to an imaginary friend. She follows the voice to a place in the house where she meets a teddy bear who calls himself Chauncey. Meanwhile, Taylor sees a strange woman, Gloria, staring at her from her window. When she goes outside to investigate, she meets a neighbor boy, Liam. When he tries to invite Taylor to hang out, Jessica intervenes, embarrassing Taylor and causing her to storm into her room. Max and Jessica find it adorable that Alice has an imaginary friend, even though Chauncey seems to be by her side at all times. Later, a woman named Gloria approaches Jessica and introduces herself, stating that she was once Jessica's babysitter when she was a child living in the house, though Jessica hardly recalls this period of time prior to her mother's death. At night, Jessica hears Alice and Chauncey having a tea party. She then hears Alice telling someone that she looks pretty, and Jessica hears a woman respond with, "Thank you." The woman is Samantha, the mentally disturbed mother of Taylor and Alice. She pounces on Jessica until the I just realized this scene got me jump scared because I didn't realize she was at mental hospital. Girls get rid of Samantha. The police arrive with Max and Taylor confesses to her father that she texted her mother because she thought she was doing better. Jessica then puts Alice to bed and tries to talk to her about the incident, but Alice says that Chauncey knows Jessica would understand since she had a friend like him as a child. The next morning, Max travels away for personal reasons, leaving Jessica behind to look after the girls. Moments later, Alice plays a scavenger hunt with Chauncey while Jessica secretly visits Ben at the nursing home where he lives. He has lost a lot of his sanity after the incident, and Jessica is still trying to talk to him. He becomes hysterical and grabs Jessica's wrist, causing her pain and causing her to leave. Meanwhile, Taylor invites neighbor boy Liam to come over, much to Alice's dismay. Liam gives Taylor drugs, which later turns out to be just his mother's allergy medication, and tries to convince her to raid Max's alcohol stash. After accidentally breaking a bottle, Liam goes to get towels to clean up, but he sees what looks like Chauncey nearby, with the cord on his back fully extended and playing the tune that accompanies the bear. The string appears in the darkness, and Chauncey approaches Liam until he lets go of the string. Chauncey then appears to take the form of a more monstrous bear before Liam falls over in fear. Jessica arrives and finds him, then contacts Liam's mother before scolding Taylor. Jessica notices that some of her drawings have the heads cut out, which she knows is Alice's work. She goes into Alice's room and tries to openly tell her how she behaves towards her mother, which Jessica understands after what happened to her father. She then hears and sees Alice outside and realizes that she was just talking to Chauncey under the covers. Jessica looks at the scavenger hunt list and finds some items that go along with the list. Something that scares you, a jar of bugs, something that will get you in trouble, the clippings of Jessica's drawings, and something that hurts. Meanwhile, Alice reaches for a piece of wooden fence, which she perceives as a flower, and prepares to impale her palm on it. However, Jessica arrives and moves the board away in time, allowing Alice's arm to only be lightly scraped by the nail. Jessica calls a psychologist, Dr. Soto, to speak to Alice. Dr. Soto records the session and watches as Alice speaks to Chauncey, seemingly on his behalf. Chauncey becomes more aggressive and calls Jessica, "fake mommy," before Alice turns around and Dr. Soto sees that Alice's mouth doesn't move while Chauncey speaks. In a private conversation with Jessica, Dr. Soto claims not to have seen a bear. Jessica then asks Taylor if she saw the bear, but she says no. Upon examining the tape, Jessica discovers that Chauncey was only truly visible to her and Alice, and that there isn't actually a teddy bear in the room. Additionally, Dr. Soto plays Jessica video of a boy named Luis who amputated his thumb after being subjected to the same abuse that Chauncey is subjecting Alice to through the help of his imaginary friend, Randy Rabbit. Luis also says, "Never ever," just like Alice. Later, Alice appears after speaking to Chauncey again. Jessica and Taylor take to the streets to look for her, and Taylor blames Jessica for Alice's disappearance, saying her presence has turned her life upside down. Taylor goes out alone and meets Gloria, who invites her to her home to explain what happened to Jessica as a child. Chauncey was also her imaginary friend as a child, but her father had intervened and subsequently went mad, resulting in Jessica being injured. Jessica looks through her old belongings and finds a drawing she made of a place called Never Ever. She draws over the doodles she made in her room as a child before Taylor and Gloria return. They come to the conclusion that they have to play a scavenger hunt to open the door to Never Ever. Jessica gathers several items before she gets to the something that hurts part, so she stabs her hand with a pair of scissors and puts everything in a bowl to burn. Nothing happens until Jessica harshly tells Taylor that it's her fault Alice disappeared because she should have looked after her sister. Since Taylor's feelings are hurt and Jessica felt hurt when she said it, her genuine pain is enough to open the door. The ladies enter that Never Ever, a world controlled by the imagination of the children who live in it. While searching for Alice, they come across a door that shows the night of the incident in Jessica's childhood. Ben had gotten her out of the Never, but Chauncey, or the being that called himself Chauncey, was trying to pull him back in. Ben looked into the creature's eyes, which drove him crazy, but he did it to make sure Chauncey could never take his daughter. Meanwhile, Gloria closes the door that would take her out, as she has been obsessed with finding the source of imaginary friends for decades, ever since she was ridiculed for her work. Just as she ponders the endless possibilities of this world, Chauncey appears in his monster bear form and rips Gloria to pieces. Alice is then located by Jessica and Taylor in a room designed to resemble the family's previous apartment in the city. With Samantha present as well, Alice is decked up like a princess and surrounded by gifts. In order to escape, Jessica and Taylor must persuade Alice that it isn't real. Jessica is able to open a new door for them to escape after she and Taylor persuade Alice that it's not real. Then, Chauncey loses it all and tries to attack them. As Chauncey pursues Jessica in his monstrous bear form, Taylor and Alice exit the room. As she passes through the door, Jessica stabs him in the eye and gives the girls an embrace. Jessica takes the girls and Max to meet Ben. When Taylor calls Jessica Mom and apologizes for her behavior, Jessica realizes she's still in the Never Ever. Ever since Jessica had abandoned him when he was a child, Chauncey had wanted to use Alice as bait. When it looks like Jessica will stay imprisoned by Chauncey, Taylor comes back to rescue her. As he tries to grab Jessica, Chauncey transforms into a real spider monster. He stares at her with his eyes, almost driving her insane like her father. Then, after noticing lighter fluid spilled, Alice lights a match on it, setting Chauncey on fire and trapping him behind the door. Jessica and the girls manage to flee, but the remainder of the house is destroyed by fire. The following day, Jessica, Taylor and Alice try to check into a hotel, but they are startled when they see a teddy bear peeking out from behind their chair. It turns out that it belongs to a little boy, but he tells his mother about his imaginary friend, Rufus. The camera then pans to reveal that the bear is the same Chauncey bear as before. So, that's the end of our movie. If you've come this far, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. See you later.
YouTube Premium is ad-free.
Okay, so that was the end of recap call on the Imaginary Friend 2024 horror film. I just realized that I thought Chauncey Bell can also shapeshift into a spider. So he can shapeshift everything, like a people and an animal, everything. Like he can. Like this is my first time seeing jump scare with all the Imaginary Friends. We continue with how to kill a Imaginary Friend. I don't know how, but I still know who gonna we know since they don't know all about the Imaginary Friend and Sergeant the Bell. This is my first time seeing Sergeant Bell new form. Is E1 then go to the comments and make me react to something, you can also go subscribe to my subscribe and hit that done and like this video. I see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.